Hello and welcome to We Are Live. I got guns now. Oh, get behind my mic. Oh, watch out, watch out. Hold on, I gotta turn it sideways. There we go. We can begin.
Hello and welcome to We Are Live. Chris Sim and Travis Sherrill. 314-669-1431 if you want to be part of the fun. Text us. Call us. Don't call us.
No.
You can leave a voicemail that I'll check in 4 hours. And if you say anything incriminating, we will make it into like a segment thing. So please actually change that up. Go ahead and leave us a voicemail.
Oh,
on that
God, what have we
314-669-1431.
Oh, Jesus.
And we'll give you the pleasure of us belittling you for whatever voicemail you leave and playing it for all to hear.
I think we're making a terrible mistake here. I think we're going to really open ourselves up for a potential lawsuit at this
I don't
rate.
encourage drinking, but sometimes you've had a hard day
Oh, boy.
and you've piped a few down and you need to make a call at
Oh,
2 or
geez.
2:30 in the morning
Oh,
to
boy.
a podcast studio line, and that's 314-669-1431. Describe in detail how and what you would do to Travis Sherrill for a $10 gift certificate to Buzz's Wine Grill. Oh, but wait, you could just send in an email for Fair or Foul today because that's our prize. We'll get to the topic in a second. We got dogs on film, obviously with Dr. Ed Migneko of the great Hillside Animal Hospital. Love having him in. Lots to get to today, but first let's say hello to Christopher Gardner.
Hold
Good
on,
morning,
let
Chris.
me turn on the garage light. Hold on, let me see if he's still in there. I was poking around. Hey, there he is. Hey, little fella.
Get your broom. Get your
Hello.
broom.
Oh, get. Oh, he gone.
Thanks for sticking.
Oh, we back.
Thanks for sticking with us. If you just listen to the audio version, because you're really missing out here.
Hey, Guardsy.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Uh-oh.
And just a simple good morning.
Ooh, look how smooth that is. Oh, put him up, Chris.
Yeah, he did it.
Good morning, Walnuts.
Morning,
man.
Walnuts.
Yep. Let us know how you feel in the Facebook comments or email us your thoughts, feelings, and deepest desires to WAL@weareliveradio.com. Again, Dr. Ed from Hillside Animal Hospital be in. Fair or foul today? What's going on with this topic? Because if you write an email about it, you can get $10 to Buzz's Wine Grill, and you could be eating poke by noon.
It's simple. It's snitching.
Snitching.
Fair or foul.
Can I just snitching with an apostrophe at
Yeah.
the end of that?
What
like
inspired this particular one? We've seen a lot of this over our lifetime, but specifically over the last year and a half, with many of the investigations that have taken place throughout this country. Snitching is back. Snitching is the new thing now in 2019.
I embraced the snitching culture, and I said so yesterday.
You did. You embraced it fully.
And I was admonished.
President would
for
call
doing
you a
so.
rat.
The president would call you a rat.
So would
Okay.
that guy who got gunned down in front of his house last week too. By the way, we
Okay.
need to talk about that.
What, a
Story.
millennial killing a mob boss? We finally did something correct. What?
I don't know. My boss seemed like he was an all right guy.
What? Is there anyone you won't side with that was on the Joe Rogan show?
It'd be hilarious.
Was the mob boss on the Joe Rogan
I
show?
feel like that's the only reason why Chris would support this
That's not-
gentleman.
Or Marin or Curl.
I was waiting for Chris to go. He wasn't on
Rogan.
He was on Corolla.
Him and Garagos had a very good conversation about the future of mob life in America.
What's the mob supposed to do?
What is a mobster supposed to do,
Snitching,
man?
huh?
Come on.
Can't
Snitching.
even shut down Rascal Flatts restaurants without getting prosecuted?
Man,
Come on.
Snitching is back. That's how we got the current college scandal.
I've already put in an application to be Chris Correa's work release program employer.
And doesn't he look stronger by the day with all these new cases that come about?
Man, this guy is going to go down as one of the all-time best.
For those who don't know, Chris Correa, former scout for the St. Louis Cardinals, got some information on the...
Scout.
Fall guy.
Okay.
He was an executive.
He was an executive scout, and the guy
Did some scouting, but he was
He's much more powerful than a scout.
was a
Come on
digital
now.
scout.
High school coaches are technically scouts.
That's also true. He found a way basically to hack into the Houston Astros system. He had some proprietary information, and the feds decided to take him to jail. But they said, hey, we will reduce your time if you tell us
Who
a
had
few names.
proprietary information?
He didn't
allegedly the
he
Astros.
He didn't dime out any
he took it from them.
any mothers of
And
college
how-
students. That's for sure.
That's
And
very true.
how did he hack in? You said found a way to hack in.
Well, he basically used the password that they hadn't changed from when Jeff Lowenhouse.
That's not
was-
even a
was
hack.
working
He knew
with.
somebody's password.
He knew someone's password.
What was
He
the
hacked-
password?
Well, theoretically,
Oh boy!
it looks like it was something along the lines of Eckstein123.
So a former St. Louis Cardinals
You
player.
can't even call that a hack.
and 1, 2, 3
An
potentially
8-year-old
was the
gamer
password.
And
would
don't try and get into my Twitter account with that password either.
Damn it!
Just saying.
And now the guy who was responsible, the Fed said, "Hey, bro, take some years off, spend some time with your family, tell us a few names." Chris Correa was like, "Nuh-uh, I'm live by the street. I die by the streets."
Sesame Street?
Yeah, I don't want to say specifically Sesame Street. There are other streets
Oh.
that you can live by. I'm assuming that for him, his was near a country club. But nevertheless, he still lived by those street codes. And now he's going to be a hero because all we see now are snitches. We see snitches in the White House. We got snitches in college scams.
Gardner's getting to him.
Gardner on his way to Snitch Academy 101.
That's not a thing.
The Galesburg conductor checking in.
Hey, Galesburg conductor. Choo-choo!
Well, but these people that are getting snitched on, they've done something wrong, correct?
It's not been proven in a court of law.
Thank you, Chris.
Actually, it has quite often.
Oh,
Do your research.
yeah, thank you, Chris.
I
Get his
did.
ass.
I
Oh,
did do
oh,
my
you did.
research.
Chris, what
Did you
happened?
really?
Oh, good one.
I
Good
can
Oh,
keep
that's
this
a good
up.
That's a
follow-
good
that's a
comeback.
good
That's a good
follow-up.
pack. That's a good follow-up. That's not
Interesting. Do you
Actually-
have the search history?
bad. Oh, nice.
What sells it is when you do this.
Yeah, the tilt of the head.
It's very belittling.
It is very. I've been on the receiving end of that several times, so I know the feeling, and it's good because I'm just like, I have nothing. All right, let me try it again, Chris. I think you're wrong.
Really?
Damn it.
It's not that you shouldn't be able to argue. It's just it's disarming.
It is.
That's what it does.
It is.
It's a
Speaking of
good
this-
maneuver.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm going to move maneuverable guy.
There you are.
That-
Maneuverability, right, Travis?
It is. Yes. That is not a word, but I feel like that's going to be in my sentence of the week.
Maneuver has just lost the last kickball out of the bag, and it appears to have been flattened.
I done told
and
you
maneuver
how
is
many-
it, and a maneuver is it the other? You know when you're the last kid out there and you're in the corner of the field. Sorry,
Look
go
at
ahead.
him. Look at
Get
him.
maneuver in.
Look at. Boy, I told him to stop doing maneuver. Maneuver. You know, you heard me calling you. Maneuver Jenkins Jackson. Get in here right now. I just saw you kick that ball over there. I saw you maneuver. I'm gonna make no damn sense. Maneuver, get your ass over here.
It wasn't my ball.
It was maneuver.
You ugly.
Maneuver.
I'm Maneuver Lee. That's my twin, Maneuver. My feet hurt. I ain't coming in.
Maneuver, they ain't got nothing to do with
want
anything.
him chocolate
Get your
milk.
ass in here.
I didn't get snack time.
Why your daddy in jail now?
That ain't my daddy, punk.
That's he, your snitching ass daddy, a snitch.
Look at your broke ass with them
Okay,
sweatpants
now
on.
maneuver. Now you getting out of hand. Now you really
You a
going too
bitch.
far. Hold on now, maneuver. Now wait a minute. You didn't.
My mama told me you was a small
Hold
guy
on,
too.
hold on. You didn't take the sketch too far now, maneuver. Sit your ass down now, maneuver.
I sit when you make me, punk.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is wrong
Ooh,
with
look
you.
at that dog behind you.
See, maneuver. We got maneuver. This is how we get off the rundown. Sit your ass down.
No run down.
Sit your ass
Oh,
down.
let they run it down to your credit score, bitch.
Oh my goodness, maneuver! All of a sudden, you've got more ethnic than I anticipated. What is going on with your maneuver?
I'm cold, motherfucker.
Oh, okay, now maneuver. Now that you know we don't tolerate that language on this podcast.
What's a podcast?
This is what we're doing.
Do you put up Twitter clips for videos?
From time to time.
Not much.
Well, you know,
Again, you're ugly.
maneuver units.
All right, I'll come in.
Okay, thank you.
This is how we get off the rundown. Travis broke character because he was getting anxiety about the rundown.
Look, you don't have these meetings with Gardner after the show, pal. You go back and do your sales. When we do an audit of the show,
Oh, you
Gardner's
audit
on my
the
ass.
show.
Gardner's on my ass
Oh.
about the rundown, not you, sir. Oh, I gotta go sell to this new restaurant that now has dogs and they serve. The dogs are the servers, so we want them to sponsor the show. So I gotta go meet with them.
What I heard there was like dog waiters. That's what I heard in my head. Is that the case?
Yes, that's the
Okay.
case. That is who we're looking to become new sponsors of this
Okay.
program. So Chris gets to go do that, and then Gardner, "Hey, your dumbasses got off the rundown again." Oh God, I'm so sorry. Yo, are you sorry?
I don't say it like that. I don't say dumbasses. I say it in a way of, you might want to do the segments that
so
we say we're going to do
so
each
the
day.
typical passive aggressiveness we're all accustomed to.
And while I say that, I smirk a little.
Yes, he
inside.
does.
Captain Raoul.
It's a disarmy smirk. It's an evil smirk, but it's an effective smirk nonetheless.
Captain Raoul admitting Eckstein 22 is a way better password that makes more sense.
It does.
Also, that is not his current password, so don't even try it.
Damn it.
Oh,
Okay. The conductor asked why Billy the Billiken hasn't been on the show since winning the dunk and three-point contests on Fallon recently.
Billiken was on the.
Yeah.
Was he? And we need to get Billy on. We had Billy the Billiken, the mascot for St. Louis University, on about a year and a half ago. And the response we got from the community, they were so excited to talk to Billy. Billy was going through a transformation at the time. He was half gray, half white, which is very symbolic of basically St. Louis. It's very gray and very white.
well, it's probably symbolic of humans as well, if they were bred with the aliens, the Greys.
Makes sense.
Now,
I don't know if that's the case, though.
finding out the Greys are actually cyborgs.
Because I don't think necessarily it's the Greys. It's probably more along the Anunnaki.
Right, and they've engineered the Greys to make us think that that's the thing. It's an okey doke, and they call it a little
Possibly.
bit of the Kansas City Shuffle.
Possibly.
I feel like this is not entirely accurate. I feel like this is not accurate at all.
Yeah,
Fair
I
foul
won't, I
today.
won't be taking that from you.
Okay.
Fair foul today, snitching. Email in, wall@weareliveradio.com. Let's get a bunch of good submissions in. We'll give away $10 to Buzz's Wine Grill. You can come pick it up here at the Midcoast Studio, or we can mail it out if your broke ass won't make it happen.
So
All
let me
right,
get this straight. Under what? So you have already made it clear as of yesterday what you would snitch. What under the circumstances in which you would snitch, Chris?
There was a whole episode of Seinfeld about this.
It was.
Yeah.
Chris, you're a little bit more honorable. You were raised with some respect. Under what circumstances would you consider snitching?
Oh, if it gained me any sort of traction in life whatsoever.
Good God!
Then you're going to buy me lunch?
What is happening on this show?
Also, it depends on it. Like, if it's you, give me a hearty compliment, and I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Damn. You won't even like, hey, man, I'll tell you something if you give me this nice little fish sandwich.
Oh, no.
You wouldn't even
It is Lent, so good thinking.
But you would just snitch on me no matter. So the feds come to you today. They break down our door in the studio.
What
They
did
go,
you do?
I stole some printer paper and some ink
Sounds true.
from a school,
Oh, from a school?
local
You
school.
took from the
maybe
kids.
within 3 to 5 blocks of where we currently record.
Kicked in the door, stole some printer paper and ink?
Yes.
That's pretty detailed.
That's the kind of...
Allegedly.
Actually, I wouldn't
Hypothetically
tell on you
speaking.
because that would be lame, and I would be really worried about you in federal prison with those kind of rap.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And why are the feds coming?
I mean,
for
you
that?
could have punched a janitor on the way out, then up the charges to assault 2 or 3, right?
Okay.
You really didn't think this through.
I don't know why the feds would be coming for that kind of.
The
issue.
Declaration of Independence was printed on said papers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Didn't say that,
Yeah.
Travis.
Thank you.
Left a key detail out.
So if I had stolen the Declaration of Independence, and you knew I had stolen it, but I was stealing it because I knew there were other thieves out there who were trying to sell it on the black market, and I'm only doing so to protect it.
Why is it got to be a black market?
I don't know, just the way the market was designed, man.
Okay.
Got to blame
Okay,
America.
Go on.
So, and in my attempt to save my family legacy and also the history of the United States, I had to take said Declaration of Independence. You know this. You're aware of this information. Are you going to the federal authorities?
Would they help you? You think in the end?
I think ultimately, being the black man stuck with the Declaration of Independence in his possession, no, they would not help me.
He made an aggressive move with the Declaration in his hand. He was going to paper cut the part of my hand.
You
So
could
I
die
had-
from that.
I would absolutely. There would be a drone strike, very likely, if that was the case.
Well, then they would destroy the Declaration.
I don't think that's their goal to retrieve the Declaration, because what they're going to do is just basically get one of those store-bought copies and then put it underneath the glass shield and pretend
probably
that's the
happened a
original.
while ago,
I
right?
would imagine that it
Okay.
had. So I'm saying I'm in a position to save the future of this country and the legacy of my family and the most important document in the history of
hold
this
on,
country.
calm down. I don't care about your family.
Okay.
Um,
Thank you. I kind of killed it there.
I might help you in that case. But I would also have to consider if it helps, if I agree with your plan or not, too. What if I think
You got to know my damn plan. You just know I have it.
No,
and
I
I'm
don't-
going to find a way
I
to.
don't trust you to that extent.
What?
I would need to know your plan, and if I agree with it or not, and if I don't, I might turn you in to set up a different plan
Oh, wow.
on my own end.
Oh, wow. That's conniving.
Yes.
Rude, even.
What's the first thing you would do if you had the Declaration of Independence? You're banging on it, right?
No, it would fall apart.
No, the
Travis.
glass is pretty sturdy. You just
Oh, you're talking about it inside the glass.
yeah, if it would still be on side like
Because
on the
Nick
glass.
Cage,
Yeah.
as Benjamin Gates, had to take it out of the
He
glass.
had to take it out of the glass. But I'm saying like we have the frame and the bulletproof glass, and it's just laying on your bed, and you got a nice young lady. You bring her on over. I'm like, hey, that's the Declaration of Independence. Want to see what?
No, that doesn't
Want to see what
seem-
freedom feels like?
Why would I
Oh, that's pretty
disrespect
good.
it like
That's
that?
a good line. What's the disrespect? It's the Declaration of Independence. A piece of paper. Relax. Do we all of a sudden lose our freedoms and liberty now that the Declaration of Independence is gone? See, that's the problem with America. You're so trivial. You're about these little the symbols. How about you
I'm
actually
glad
live your life beyond the symbol, bigger than the symbol?
I'm just glad you're back to saying stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That
here
we
for.
could, send to Sesame Street.
Wait, no, that's not.
I mean, if you're that on board with it.
I'm just saying, if you have a lovely woman within your company, and you two consenting adults decide, hey, let's get it on.
On
What
top
better
of the
place on
Declaration
the
of
Declaration of Independence?
Probably
I'm
just a
saying.
bed. It's probably more comfortable.
Well, I would imagine,
You're
but
talking
still,
about
the
doing
thrill.
it on top of like a picture frame.
Chris.
Eugene in the comments section says Nick Cage would help you.
Thank you.
What are you doing on top of the Declaration?
About to make some fireworks. That's what I'm about to do, baby.
Doesn't look like you're doing that much.
Hey, Nick Cage, nobody asked for your damn DVD commentary.
You
Sit
ever
your ass down.
You ever think about me and Priscilla going at it?
Nick, that wasn't even necessary. All I asked you to do
Remember
was
when I married her?
I asked you to hold
And
the
I was
camera.
obsessed with her dad.
I just told you to hold the camera and sit
Kinda
quietly
weird.
in the corner. And now you done turn this. Now it's weird.
It's a reverse.
So
Now
odd.
you sit in the corner.
You're gonna
I'll hold the Declaration.
You're gonna sit in the corner, Travis?
No, it's, I brought the lady over, Nick Cage.
Who brought the Declaration?
He probably brought the Declaration of
Okay.
Independence. It doesn't mean he gets dibs. That's not
Here's-
how that works.
Here's a line from a movie I missed out on. I'm the captain now.
Oh, you're not even in that movie.
I should have been
It's
the
a,
captain.
that's literally a Somalian is saying that
I can play
line.
Somali.
No, you cannot. You're very white. You're from Wisconsin.
I'll lose weight.
That doesn't have to do anything with anything.
Who, what, where?
Nick Cage, you are a very strange man, but I like you.
You want to be roommates?
Why not?
Fair or foul today. Snitching.
Were we just spending 5 minutes discussing having sex on the Declaration of Independence?
Roughly 3.5 minutes. We did not spend that much time on it. So I did not deviate that far from the rundown, okay?
I kind of made a National Treasure reference on Twitter last night. I've been doing it a lot lately.
You
But
really are getting it out there. You're doing your best to put it into the universe. And I like it because Disney is now one of the biggest entertainment studios in the world, if not the biggest. And there is talk
As of the merger.
As of the merger, beginning 12/01 last night, there's talk that a National Treasure 3 could actually happen.
Do you think I could be on The Simpsons? Oh!
Okay, see, Mickey, you ain't, why you even here, man? You won't even need to be here right now.
That Bart's got a real attitude.
Mickey, you've known Bart for years. He's like 46 years old. Why are you tripping off Bart?
I'm 103.
Yes, you are. You are. And you're actually 90, and you look good, Mickey.
Why do you know that? You're a grown man.
Because it's the 90th anniversary of Mickey Mouse. Everyone is very well aware of this.
no.
You're a weird guy.
No, I'm not. It's 90 years of Mickey. How do you not know this from the greatest cartoon of all time?
Oh, thanks.
Oh, no problem, Mick. By the way, how is Minnie doing?
Better break yourself, man.
Oh, whoa.
That ain't cool. I saw you've been liking her Instagrams.
Man, ain't nothing wrong with it. She got some nice photos of her vacation.
Why don't you like the ones with me in it then?
Oh, man, I didn't even know you was on that vacation, man. I
You know
thought...
it shows up in my feed what you like because I follow you.
Oh, well, I didn't realize it was like that. Man, I don't mean nothing. She's just a lovely lady. She's got some nice photos, man. Don't trip.
What about that one with Goofy's wife on the beach doing the millennial thing with her butt cheeks hanging out?
I mean, she's a
Not appropriate.
Look, I'm not judging her outfit. I'm just happy, and I'm there to support her.
I will stone cold whoop your ass.
Mickey, when did you get so violent?
I'll make these white gloves red, bitch.
Damn, what the hell is going on with you, Mickey?
You've got a real attitude since that Sesame Street stuff started happening. Oh!
Here's the thing. For 3 years, I could not get Chris to do any impersonations
them all out today.
of characters. Now, all of a sudden, somebody wants to knock out 14 characters in one segment.
Just trying to deviate from the rundown as much as possible. Hey, it's bracket season. You guys paying attention
Oh,
to
hold on.
anything?
We're going to switch it up.
Oh, boy.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay. Tom Brady calling an audible. What do you got?
Well, I had mentioned I had made a National Treasure reference on Twitter last night,
Yes, you did.
stemming from a tweet that I had seen earlier in the day that I know, Travis, you wanted to discuss.
Okay, let's fire away.
Comes from Matt Singer.
Congratulations, you have been given the power to put RoboCop into any movie. What movie do you choose? From
I
Matt Singer
chose-
on Twitter.
National Treasure, Book of Secrets.
That would be pretty dope. That was a good ass movie. Because in that movie, it was the Gates family was accused of being conspirators
Like
in
Bill
the
Gates?
assassination of Abraham Lincoln. Now that's a huge shadow over your family. If you throw RoboCop into that equation, that's easily Academy Award winning material.
Got real serious there. That's weird.
Because RoboCop is that meaningful of a character.
I saw someone suggest Steel Magnolias.
That would be good.
Interesting.
That would to see RoboCop cry.
Oh, how do you not cry in that movie?
What about the other sister?
Oh.
Who's in that one? I haven't seen that one.
Giovanni Ribisi?
Oh,
Stop referencing.
I do know this one.
movie.
You brought that one up before.
Stop referencing this film.
Daniel.
Please remove this movie from your lexicon.
I think
Please
that could
do
get
it.
awkward. I
That
think
is-
that would be. I think you'd have some pushback on that one
Why did they make that movie?
from a lot of people.
Why did you go see it? Is still the better question.
It's the only thing to do.
You were a teenager. You were a young child.
Oh,
you could
sorry.
have done so many other things.
Like break into cars.
That would have been better than going to see the other sister.
People are going to think Travis actually broke into cars now that I suddenly alluded to it.
Did you ever break into a car, Travis?
I've never broken into a car that wasn't mine. Broken into my car.
Okay. I asked you, have you ever broken into a car, though?
Yes. Okay, I have.
all
There,
good.
you happy
Thank
now?
What about sideways?
Paul
Not
Giamatti.
drinking any Merlot. Yes, you are.
He's a bartender.
Yeah. Yes, RoboCop.
I'm putting him in cocktail now.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Homeward Bound.
Homeward Bound.
Those dogs would get home
RoboCop?
so quick.
Yeah.
You'd have
Very
found them in
true.
a heartbeat.
Can we get him in Lady Bird?
That movie was not. What a.
It had women in it, and they were short, so I'm sure Chris hated it.
I'm angsty and mad. Might move to New York at the end of this.
I thought that was Mickey for a minute.
Kinda.
I'm about to
Not
say,
really.
I think that's the same premise. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's actually the premise of the
You,
film.
you mentioned one to me yesterday, Travis.
I did. I said, I
I
think.
read Pitchfork online.
Is that really the?
I love Pitchfork.
Now you're really reading from the script of Lady Bird. Now that's really good.
My hair's pink. Might be green tomorrow.
Now
Give me an Oscar.
Now you're falling to Katy Perry territory.
Give me an Oscar.
Now that's where you're going. I said that I would love to have seen RoboCop in Mississippi Burning.
And I haven't seen Mississippi Burning in a while,
Oh.
but that
I got another one.
That's RoboCop and Mississippi Burning. That movie would have been 20 minutes long, and racism probably ends in 1964.
that's interesting.
I think racism literally comes to an end when a white robot from Detroit shows up in Mississippi to take on the Klan. You're telling me that? Sorry, Dr. King. Sorry, Malcolm X. Sorry, Medgar Evers. RoboCop is on the job.
Yeah,
What about.
the world would have been so different.
It really would have been.
What about The Departed? You wouldn't have wanted him to been on the take. RoboCop was on the take from Costello.
That would be tough. That's a tough cop. You can't break that cop. Man,
You come in here with your visor on,
Oh, God.
and your gun, and it's huge. Why do you want to be a cop? You don't want to be a statey,
Sir.
You could be creating cans. You could be making cars.
Sir,
you could do
have
whatever
5
you want.
seconds to drop your weapon.
Listen, you're not tough. I'm tough. I got a Boston accent. I'm gonna poke you in the chest.
I am looking at your files, Mr. Wahlberg. Why did you abuse that Vietnamese man?
He had it coming.
Did you beat him up because he was of a different race?
I felt like it. Is that not a good? I got nothing.
I have to say, that's racist as hell.
Oh,
My
wow.
RoboCop,
Travbo cop.
that's a bad RoboCop
That's really
impersonation.
bad.
That's a horrible
You can't do a
RoboCop.
robot.
I can't do a robot. I am sorry. Oh God, that's
Yeah.
terrible.
Better not try out for any robot characters on Sesame Street.
Yeah. The only time I ever do robot is if someone says something and I just think there's so many punchlines to add that I just go, joke overload, cannot respond. That's the only time I do robot.
That's pretty good. That's better than my robot.
Maybe if you add arms to it.
Hello. What does that booty do?
Okay, let's try that again. Let's get you camera 3.
Okay. Hello, baby girl. I like the way that ass is sitting in those jeans.
No.
My crotch is going 0 1 0 1 1 0.
That was good.
That was better.
He speaks
Now-
binary.
There we go.
Going the binary route was good, but your arms are too in rhythm. Your arms are too in rhythm. You're like so rhythmic.
I'm like Will I Am if it was a robot.
Sure.
No.
Oh, well, I've seen Will I Am as a hologram on election night
I did.
Thank God.
on CNN.
Game changer.
Yeah.
Absolutely changed the way we cover news.
I think Anderson Cooper might have interviewed him in 2008
Yes.
from, was it Grant Park in Chicago?
It was Grant Park in Chicago. It was-
Yeah, that was something.
That was when
So I could see a Will I Am robot.
that's-
L'chaim. Remember they put the robot voice on that?
They
Mazel tov. L'chaim.
They did.
They did.
They did.
Admit it.
It happened. I didn't want it to happen, but it happened.
Let's play some basketball.
Fergie, please. Please, Ferg. Please. Enough. Enough is enough.
Is it?
Yes.
Eh,
There she is.
girl. There's that
No,
girl.
I can't now.
How's she going to yell at us to play some basketball after she screwed up the national anthem?
Who's to say it wasn't a?
It didn't even touch her career.
No, you know what that was? It was, she was pulling a U. And here's how.
Okay.
Go on.
And the land of the free. Switching gears. She was doing a switching
She
gears.
was doing
there.
switching gears.
So
she recognized that it was not a
Yes.
good look. She had a bad performance, so she
Correct.
was like, somebody shoot a bat. Let's play some basketball.
that was her switching gears.
That was smart. That's a good segue.
Yeah. Which one? Let's play some basketball or
Yeah.
switching gears?
Both. Cause let's switch some gears. It is bracket season, boys and girls. It is March. Officially tomorrow, the NCAA men's tournament will get underway.
You excited?
Well, I mean, if you want to talk
Officially
about
tomorrow?
well, the first 2
Last
games,
night?
those games, if you really care about it, 16 and 11 played yesterday, and I think some university named Dickerson University, and then another university named Belmont won last night. I don't even know where they're located. Nevertheless, we love brackets in this country.
You don't remember Belmont?
Why is Belmont?
All right, mister.
Why is Belmont important?
Take it easy.
It
Chris,
does.
could you explain to
I don't
Travis
know. Why
why
does that
Belmont
sound
is
familiar?
relevant?
Why is
Some
Belmont?
punk ass school that Mizzou gave a victory to out of the goodness of their heart.
When was that?
It was in the regular season some years ago.
You shouldn't lose games to Belmont.
And it was in
You're
Columbia.
Mizzou. Yeah.
Oh.
Belmont's from Nashville.
Oh, really?
Great music management program.
So I would
Not so much basketball.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't doubt it.
But
And then Fairleigh Dickinson.
Fairleigh Dickinson beat Grandview, and then Belmont
Grandview,
beat.
South Kansas City.
I don't think that's it at all. And then Belmont beat. Don't tell me. I was watching it. Temple.
Yes,
There we go.
you did it.
You know, I went to Temple.
Oh yeah, that's right. Theo, get into zone defense. 2-3, Theo. And the tournament is officially underway.
That's been your college basketball breakdown, Marvis
Are
Burrell.
you saying Bill Cosby should be the color commentator for Temple basketball?
I'll pull
going
up my
forward?
pants.
I don't have a Bill Cosby.
They bring him out in an orange suit, and he just sits down and calls basketball games.
That would be pretty dope.
Would it?
That would be interesting. I would watch it, definitely.
Yeah, I would watch it.
So we of course, because we lack original ideas, we find other brackets we can mimic, copy, maybe put our own spin on. And last October, Chris, if you recall, on the radio version of this program, we had a Cocktoberfest and a Cocktober bracket. Now, the goal of said bracket was to illustrate the widest things that Caucasians do.
It was a wonderful time.
It was, because we had an actual breakdown of white culture, something that I have wondered whether or not actually exists. And so I think now that we're back into the swing of March Madness, this would be a perfect time to revisit the Cocktober brackets.
I went back and looked at it, and we had a 6 seed win it all, actually.
We did.
Yeah, so I don't know if it was much of a little bit of an upset. But
Critically acclaimed.
And was that the winner?
that was the winner. If you're looking at the screen, it's float trips.
Float trip was the most Caucasian activity you could do
For
as a Caucasian.
Cocktoberfest.
For Cocktoberfest.
Float trips beat fundamentals. Which
Fundamentals
was an
are so
8
important,
seed.
though.
The whites love the fundamentals, boy.
And in the Final Four, fundamentals went against running out a ground ball to an infielder, while float trips went against New Balance shoes.
Which is surprising because New Balance is now hip again, and basketball players like Kawhi Leonard are now the spokespersons for New Balance.
So does that make them less white now?
I think that's why they didn't get to the championship, because I think people started to recognize that New Balance was now on the come up and no longer white. But it is a pretty white shoe. You're still not going to find a lot of bros.
I
putting
got some
the New
on
Balance.
today.
You do.
I got New Balance shoes on with a Brooks Brothers shirt
Yeah, that's pretty. You
and Old Navy jeans.
you reek of whiteness right now. You're just like, oh boy, you are.
I don't remember where my socks are from.
Like you were working for the Reagan administration. That's how white you are.
Going commando, so no
Oh,
worries
so
there.
that does. See what I mean? So we have to add new things to this list.
Yeah, I was kind of looking back at some of the things that we had.
What were some of the other items that were a part
the one
of the
that
bracket?
we ended up adding at the last second that I really liked and I thought was going to be one that could have pulled an upset. Like our 1 seeds were Destin, Florida.
Yes.
New Balance shoes was a 2 seed. Actually, it was actually I'm trying to look at how we did this regionally. Let me give you the top 4 seeds. That's
Okay.
the best way to do it. Number 1 was Destin, Florida. Number 2 was New Balance shoes.
I think Destin got a poor shake.
I
I
did.
think they crush any other year.
I completely agree.
We had running out a ground ball to an infielder at 4,
Oh wow,
and Adam Sandler movies at 3.
Another strong one.
that's very strong. Don't get
So
larger than
Adam
that.
Sandler movies ended up losing.
Is it in the first round?
No, in the second round to St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day is very, very white.
But those were our top 4. Were Destin, Florida, New Balance shoes, Adam Sandler movies, running out a ground ball to an infielder.
Now, I think once we do a future bracket, there are a couple I would like to add. Pet parades. I think white people love them some pet parades. It's one thing I witnessed over the last few weeks when Mardi Gras took place here in
Big
St.
shout
Louis.
out to 1860s.
They absolutely love themselves some pet parades. So I would like to add that to the list. Also, running in cold weather. That is y'all thing. That is y'all.
I used to run in cold weather.
Exactly. That is y'all thing.
I used to have running tights. You have a pair of tights?
No. Is there a reason why I would have tights to run?
Yeah.
Why do I need
'cause they
tights
keep
for?
you warm.
Okay.
They pull the moisture off your skin.
Or maybe I'll run inside.
No, I liked running outside.
Okay.
Okay.
When it's 4 degrees?
I preferred running outside.
Okay.
I need my attention drawn elsewhere.
So running outside in cold weather and pet parades, I think we should add to future brackets.
And actually, I've seen Africans run outside in cold weather, so
They don't know any better. They don't have a choice. They took a
I
recruitment
saw a
trip to
Kenyan
Oregon.
win the Chicago Marathon
Yeah.
doing that
Yeah.
with snow coming down and wearing just basically a stocking cap, a singlet, and some shorts.
Well,
Singlet's a strong move.
that is a good play. Also, they're Kenyan. They're basic Wakandans, if we're being honest. Kenyans are that's what the movie is based off
We have a
of.
suggestion from the text line.
Okay.
What about flea markets?
Flea markets, a lot of
PB's pancreas.
a lot of middle class black and brown people like flea markets.
I think it's all. I think wherever you set up shop with the fleas and the market and everything, you're gonna draw in folks no matter where you're at. It's just geographically based.
I think it
It's
is
shared.
geographically based. I think Now farmers markets,
That's us.
that's Now if I will say it's not
farmers markets with brunch.
Oh yeah.
Oh, doctor.
I can drink a beer as I shop. Oh, this is delightful.
If it wasn't Sunday, I'd be considered an alcoholic and a threat to society.
Yeah, basically. So farmers markets may be more up your alley. Also, I don't know if do we have calling police
I
on
thought we did.
friendly black people?
I
Why they
thought
got to
we
be
did.
friendly?
Because
There's
they're
menacing
usually
black
well,
people.
I don't think they are.
You were having a lot of trouble with maneuver earlier.
Yeah, but maneuver was mixed. You just tell by her
That's
attitude.
the source of her angst.
Yeah,
with
that's
you.
why her
You won't admit it, but you hate her because she has a white
No,
father.
not at all. I just know she's going through an identity crisis. What else you got? Was that not on there?
I'm
Calling the
trying
cops?
to look it up. I thought we had that on there.
Because that is, and honestly, that is a real thing.
Yeah, we
black
had it on
people
there.
will not call cops, even on other white people. Like we
it
see
made
white people
the-
doing OC stuff. Like we will be like, "Hey, knock that off." We will yell it. Or be like, "Hey, man,
You do
calm
love
down."
to yell. You
We
do love
we-
to. If
we-
there was a Blacktoberfest, yelling would.
Yelling
speaking
be-
loudly
yelling
in,
would
in
be-
tight quarters.
yes, it
win.
would be a Duke. That'd be the Duke.
It made the Elite Eight.
Oh, okay.
Calling police did.
Interesting.
Calling the police made the Elite Eight. We had Colorado.
Colorado's a
Just
very
delightful.
that's a
Colorado.
delightful white state.
You ever investigate the airport, Gardner?
Yes.
Okay.
I've
Like
also
physically,
watched-
you've been there.
I have not.
I've been there several times.
I've
Should tell you something.
I have watched shows
Pothead.
on their airport.
Oh yeah.
What is up with all that? Like
I'm
even
not
if
going to comment.
you don't want to end up down in the basement.
I don't want to comment on it just yet.
Okay.
We'll know more.
Denver has the airport where they have the hotel in the middle of the airport, right?
Yeah, sure.
No, that's not a hotel.
What is that?
It's an internment camp. And a big horse with flames.
What are you doing, Travis?
I didn't know it was a thing.
I thought we said I didn't want to comment.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're just like the state of Colorado. It's very, very nice.
Okay.
It's got snow and
Yeah. The
more
one that I
snow.
thought was the sleeper, that was kind of a middle
Like a
pick,
sleeper cell.
was Thursday night must-see TV on NBC during the
man,
1990s.
yeah,
Mad about
boy.
you
Oh,
coming
boy.
back to TV,
Oh,
by the way.
boy. Man, Thursday night on NBC, it didn't get wider than that. Was there even, I think during that time, then again, you had ER. ER did have a black-brown cast. But before you got to 9 o'clock, that was a very white 2 hours of television.
Oh, you had Seinfeld and Friends.
Oh, the one dude from Seinfeld who was also in The Office and in a bunch of Chevy commercials. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
From season 2 in The Office, or 3 when they do the transfer, right?
Oh,
and
that-
he's the convict that's there
Oh,
on work
yes,
release.
yes.
That guy has been in Seinfeld. He's been in 8 million commercials. You know that actor?
I do not.
You know who I'm talking about.
I do
though.
know who you're talking about.
He
though.
was on Seinfeld, so that makes it multicultural.
Oh wow!
And then
So
in the
same
last
black
season-
guy in the same 3 sitcoms over the last 20 years in NBC.
And then the
Very
last,
multicultural.
and then one of the last episodes of Seinfeld during the Puerto Rican Day Parade, a black dude yells at Jerry and makes fun of him several times. So pretty multicultural,
Yeah,
if you
very
ask me.
diverse. Forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Must see TV was very white, entertaining, but very white.
And there was a jazz musician once on Seinfeld
Yeah, well,
who wouldn't help Kramer move. My hands, man.
I'm glad.
They're my livelihood.
Oh, don't
Seinfeld
forget
was-
Jackie Childs.
Yeah, that's also true. I need somebody to play Cochran. What?
We're not even close to double digits yet.
Struggling here.
I think there was a doorman, maybe a bus driver. I don't know.
Oh God, you guys are struggling.
Let me get back to you on that.
Seinfeld, you're in New York. You're telling me it's only 3 black people in New York? 3?
They weren't
you
in
only
they
know
weren't in
3?
Brooklyn.
Where were they, by the way? Well, they weren't in Manhattan. Were they?
Uptown.
What's Uptown? Man, come on. You just can't be saying city names. I'm going there like in a couple months. You got to help me out here, bro.
Don't
I've been
use
there
me as your
once.
map.
I stayed above a lesbian bar when I was 19. That's my only experience with New York.
So where was Seinfeld? Where were they living?
I don't remember.
Do we not remember the borough? The borough?
Barrio.
Is it the
Bureau.
barrio?
Bureau.
Is it bureau? Like
That's
a
where you put
the bureau? Like where
collectibles.
do you put your makeup in? Your bureau? The braro? The sourdough? The Boudreaux. What Boudreaux did they live in?
Lou Boudreaux.
Where did they live in Seinfeld? Downtown. What did you say downtown?
What does that even mean? Well, that's not a thing in New York. Isn't everything in New York downtown?
Because there's a downtown episode where George is trying to figure out a clue from the song. Downtown.
By Petunia Clark. Petunia Clark.
The fact that you know that name
Is it Petula?
makes you white as hell. Is it Borough? Borrow.
Jerry's apartment, 129 West 81st Street, apartment 5A, is where Jerry Seinfeld lives and is located in New York City. His apartment is usually a meeting ground for him and his friends George Costanza and Elaine Bennis.
Oh, so anything above 120, yeah, man, that's definitely uptown. Is that what they say?
Oh, you should start trying to talk about
I got to start talking.
Just
New
say
York
it with
lately.
confidence.
The
Oh, man.
geographic legacy of Seinfeld.
Oh yeah, man. Anything below 120, man, I can't get to.
Manhattan Life. No other series integrated Manhattan Life into its storylines to a greater degree.
Jerry was a modestly successful comedian. Like he did Carson, right? I'm trying to think of what else his character did. His character had gigs. Of course, at the beginning of every show, he did stand up.
But remember, there was even an awkward part. He was making big time money.
He was, and we never got to the bottom of why
Yeah, he was
Jerry.
never worried about his new special or anything
No,
like that.
no, he
Yeah.
never freaked out about that. Never had issues with bills. Like
Only barely sold a TV pilot. A TV pilot could sustain you for several years. Since it was ordered.
but in New York
Yeah.
for that
You make-
long.
They'll give people $1 million and then never even air their show.
Okay, that's the only way that works then.
That's awesome.
And those were the glory days. Maybe he was on retainer. Maybe it was development deal.
But isn't that show the epitome though of white privilege? Like, no, I'm not. Just be honest. Okay, think about everybody's jobs in Friends and Seinfeld, right?
Wait, no. You pick one show.
Okay,
and stick to it.
I'll do Seinfeld. You had a modestly successful comedian in New
Yeah, but
York.
we just discussed that he could have literally been a millionaire.
Maybe.
In the golden age of development deals, he had a sitcom for NBC.
He bought a car. Did he buy a car for his parents?
Yes.
Okay, so then that's okay. I'll give you that. Maybe
And
Jerry
maybe,
sold
maybe
his pilot.
and maybe he had a great price on his apartment. This isn't the 2010s.
Well, yeah,
New
that
York.
was. What are we looking at?
Now,
Seinfeld.
remember what you're talking about white privilege, and George lived with his parents for a good amount of time.
But
in that
George also lucked into a job with the New York Yankees.
He didn't luck into it. He failed into it.
There you go.
He was fired many
show.
times.
They showed you
And he
his
kept his
failures.
job with the New York Yankees.
They showed you his failures over and over, though.
But he always
He was
kept
the
his
foil.
job. He
He
never,
never
actually.
always
fired.
kept his job. He would go from job to job.
Yeah.
But he never.
It's actually a lack of white. They actually all end up in prison, which would be very non-privileged.
the-
That's also very true.
There could have been a Me Too episode when he was trying to become the bra salesman.
That's also true.
And felt the lady's fabric. She was uncomfortable with him doing
All right, so George failed his way into a very successful job with the New York Yankees, though he did struggle and was often fired, yet he still somehow maintained that place of employment. Okay, Elaine, was Elaine the only one that was educated?
Are you saying
amongst-
that a guy lost his job and got another job, and that's white privilege?
Yeah, in New York, no doubt. Man, usually like people are just done after 2.
Okay.
What about Kramer?
We
You can't
see-
come
we see
on.
who we're dealing
You
with
can't
here.
come on, Kramer. Defend Kramer. Go for it. What the hell did Kramer do? He stayed in the same apartment as Jerry.
He was on the side of labor. He was on strike for a long time.
So you hate his democratic ways.
You still haven't explained where his revenue came from. Where did his income come from?
I don't get personal with people.
No.
Ah, interesting.
I think him and
None of my business.
Jay Riefenschneider had a deal worked out.
Now, I will say that it's very possible that it was an affordable place to live because he did live with Newman in the same apartment, and Kramer Jerry did. So that means it had to be affordable because Newman was a mailman. And I think mailmans make a lot in New York, but not that much. And again, Elaine, how did she get the job with Peterman?
You don't want to know.
Oh, Chris, that's sexist as hell.
Well, hers is more of her family, I think. She has a father that was,
Very prominent.
Yeah.
And okay. All right.
which I think is actually kind of true to her own story.
I think you're correct.
Personal story.
To which she
Julia
talks
Louis
about. Yes, she
Dreyfus.
does. Okay. All
You
right.
know, this is serious business. You know what else is serious business?
What is that, Chris?
Buying a home in St. Louis.
Nice.
And you know what you need when you buy a home in St. Louis?
What is that?
You need a great realtor. We've got one for you. He sponsors the show. He's a St. Louis native. His name, Tom Bannister.
Tommy Bannister, yeah.
Circa Properties, you can contact Tom, tom.bannister at circastl.com, 314-393-5386. Drop him a line. Let him know that we are live. Sent you. If you're looking to buy or sell a home this spring or summer, Tom's extensive background in sales and client relationships will help you along the way. He's extremely considerate about his clients, very easy to work with, extremely personable, and he has learned from the best. That's right, Tom Bannister, Circa Properties Realtor. You got to hit him up again, tom.bannister at circastl.com. Drop him a line. Say, hey, show me around. Let's see what you got, St. Louis.
We'll get to that in a little bit.
Okay.
I wanted to touch on something with our bracket,
Okay.
our old bracket, and kind of bring something new up. I was thinking about our top seed, Destin, Florida.
Right.
And I asked you a question the other day, Travis.
You
and
did.
You didn't have a good answer.
I did
to it.
not.
Subtopic airbrushed T-shirts
No.
with killer whales.
Oh, those are.
Killer whales in the shape of a yin-yang.
I once fed Shamu.
Best T-shirt I ever had.
Did you guys know that?
You fed Shamu?
So you're
fed
part of the
Shamu.
problem.
Yeah,
About
that's your
4
problem.
years old.
I think we know why.
Fed Shamu at SeaWorld.
Fed,
why
fed her. I
SeaWorld.
used to have a little brother.
And I thought, well, actually, I thought I was going to fall into the beast's mouth.
Mm.
'Cause they had me spinning around in circles on the edge of the pool
Could
there.
you see a soul in his eyes? That's
No.
freaky. You ever look an elephant in the eye? You're like, oh, there's something going on in there. I feel bad.
How often are you guys staring in the eyes of large mammals?
Quite
Don't
a bit.
you wonder?
It's part of our privilege package.
Ah,
Yeah. We
That's all you
get
had to say.
biannual trips.
I forgot. No,
The
my bad.
white privilege package.
Yeah, I forgot.
To Destin, Florida.
Get-
Video idea.
Get a
Yeah.
safari trip at the end of the summer.
So I asked you, what is the black equivalent to Destin, Florida for white people?
We did have an in-depth discussion about that off the air yesterday, and I
Couple days
really,
ago.
I really did try very hard to come up with a destination. After some thought, I came up with Tunica, Mississippi. I don't know why,
Okay.
but outside of that, there isn't a specific destination for black families or large groups of friends to go. I said the closest is maybe Essence Festival in New Orleans.
Oh, I'm going to planning a trip to New Orleans in September.
Isn't this simple? You used to have to do this to speak in a class.
We'll get to you. We'll get to you.
Remember that when you get tired and you're like, I'm not putting
Your
it down.
arm starts falling down.
Other than that,
I remember I had broken my finger once
Mm-hmm.
in school, my middle finger, and they had put all my other fingers down, and just my middle finger was raised in this cast.
Classic.
So the kids would always want me to answer the questions in class
Nice.
because I would raise my hand.
Yes.
And eventually I got sent to the office.
Oh well, that's about right.
Now, Travis, you had the Essence Festival.
Yes.
Chris explained something to me yesterday.
Uh-oh.
And I think Chris might have the
Crush it.
answer
Oh
here.
no. This
Black
Oh.
culture
Oh.
aficionado.
God, Chris, he takes like two black girls in college, and here we go.
So,
All right, here we
One
go.
call it.
I'm going to show you a picture here, Travis.
Okay. All right. It says Orange Crush Beach Bash Weekend, Savannah, Tybee Island,
Tybee Island.
Hilton Head. This is in April 25th, 28th. This would be Hilton Head. Is that South Carolina?
Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, it's in Georgia.
So, have you heard of Orange Crush?
I have not.
Okay, I looked up pictures of Orange Crush.
Okay, let's see what this is about. Because I love orange soda, so maybe there's orange soda being had. Ooh.
Take a seat, sir.
There are.
You know what's fascinating about this? No one's in the water.
That That's going to be my punchline.
No one's on the water.
So what do they
That's
do?
an official-
Well, they ain't swimming.
That's an official black event.
Yeah.
Yes.
Saying one person dressed to
Not
actually
one.
get into the water.
Not
I watched
one.
some videos. I saw some more photos yesterday. Holy shit.
My people
I've never
love
seen
a
somebody
good,
on a beach not swimming.
and none of the outfits that you can see
Those are not swim
no,
appropriate.
they ain't, look, because even if the guys who have their shirts off and the shorts,
Those are
they have
jean
on tennis
shorts.
shoes.
I saw
And those
like
are jean. That's a jean jacket. That's a jean jacket hoodie in there. And I see her hair. She ain't getting in no damn water.
I saw a picture. Basically, it was
Not a
parade.
towel in sight.
Not a towel in sight, Deadman. You are correct. Ain't nobody got a bit of suntan. Ain't nobody brought a picnic basket. It's just black people walking over the beach.
Is there grilling allowed on this beach?
Big sunscreen has just written this whole beach off for
See,
the
that's-
day.
Can
It's
you
like we
imagine
can't
the-
even sell it.
See, what you don't see, you ask about barbecuing, they're in the parking lot right now.
Okay, you
They're in the
imagine the
parking lot.
grilling going on here?
Yeah, the grilling is definitely going on in the parking
I
lot.
saw a picture. It's basically a parade of cars
Yes.
coming to park or wherever this place is. And while they're driving, it's like 6 cars in a row, and girls are on the hoods
Yes.
twerking.
Yes.
Let me tell you something.
That's what this.
Yeah.
the good
Chris
people-
pointed this out to me. This is the Destin, Florida
for
for
black,
black
folks.
culture.
You may
Let
be
me tell you
correct.
something too. And never have you seen a beach be transformed into a gas station on a Saturday night like it is here. Tell me there aren't
I'll take
lit
this away
parties.
so you can stare at the camera, Travis.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, never hung out and sold mixtapes at a gas station on a Saturday. It's pretty fun. I do it all the time.
I'm sorry we like to congregate in our communities. I'm sorry we like to fellowship with each other. Okay? I'm sorry.
Why don't you swim? Why go to the beach if you're not going to swim?
We want to enjoy the fresh ocean water. We can smell it in the air.
What's your favorite ocean fish?
Oh, no doubt about it. The puffer.
He thought of something from the Dory movie or whatever, didn't you?
Don't call the Dory movie. It's called Finding Nemo. Don't act like you don't know these movies. I'm sick and tired of you ruining classics. Now, we go to the pool. We like the pool. We like the smell of chlorine. We like, that's fresh.
But what about this? So Tybee Beach is black folks' Destin, Florida. You okay with this?
I'm okay with that. But that is just it's just universal.
What
Like,
would you wear to a beach party that you don't swim?
Oh, that's easy, man. I'm definitely wearing a hoodie. I'll probably wear a nice little scub cap,
Flip flops with your ironed jeans.
flip flops, and some nice creased
Starched.
skinny jeans. There's no doubt that's what you would normally wear to a beach. I don't know why that's
You
weird.
ever worn a Speedo?
I have not, nor would I ever. Even if I lost like 90 pounds and looked like T'Challa in Black Panther, I would never
To
wear
wear
a Speedo.
Speedos on flip trips.
What?
Yeah.
We got a question
And then I
from
would
the Facebook
jump off
comments.
the cliff into the water.
Oh, that's
in
so.
my Speedo.
That is so.
Is that the beach where the movie Us was filmed? PB's Bakery.
That's a good one. I don't know. They're possibly where they come from. It's a strong likelihood they did.
In this movie, all the black folks have been brainwashed to go hang out by the beach without any swimming knowledge.
Like, how many movies do we need to see that warns us to stay out of the ocean?
Deepest, darkest, bluest.
Yeah.
And also, we recognize
Sharks, I call them water bears.
Jesus Christ.
Eugene in the comments says, not mixtapes, bootleg copies of Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation.
Okay, Eugene, you're giving away too many of the community secrets. You need to bring your voice down just a little bit.
Tell me
Eugene,
this:
please.
where did Billy Blanks fall in the culture's, I guess, eyesight? I guess, right?
I mean, if Billy Blanks.
Was there ever a Billy Blanks Typo DVD sold, a bootleg one sold out of the back of a?
Oh, no doubt about
Cadillac?
it. You know, black folks want to get in shape too. They want to have self-defense. They just don't want to
Kicking
pay.
like Tybo.
They just don't want to pay the full $29.99 for the self-defense. But we happy
That's
to
just smart.
certainly learn. I mean, yeah, it just makes sense.
Okay, so another suggestion was NBA All-Star Weekend.
NBA All-Star Weekend is definitely it. That is definitely, yeah, that's a good one. Because that makes a ton of sense. Like people this
I didn't
year,
even
it
think
was
of that.
it was in Charlotte this year. They're located in, I mean, if you think about the NBA cities, they're in very large black populated cities. Except you, Utah. Except you. But Charlotte, very large black population. This is where the All-Star game was this year. It's North Carolina. It's in the South. So That was a prime destination, I think, a year ago. It was in L.A. Again, another great destination. So, yeah, NBA All-Star Weekend would definitely be at the top of the list.
Now, I guess the thing I have to question with any of them is these are particular dates.
Yes.
Whereas Destin
You can
is
go
not
anytime, right.
necessarily restricted by dates.
Right. But there is a window where
So there's still room, I think, to find.
an actual destination.
Yeah. And
You're telling me Becky can get her hair braided any time of year on those white sand beaches in Destin?
The closest you're going to
Yes.
get,
I mean, there's at least a couple.
Do they
month
sell the
period.
foam boogie boards in November? I gotta know.
the closest you'll get is probably Atlanta. People go to Atlanta a lot
For
just
no
to be
reason.
going. Yeah. Either to visit
Do they
people, to
still
go
have a
to
lot of
events.
Waffle Houses.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about it.
R.I.P.
And they're very proud of
R.I.P.
it.
Freaknik, by the way.
Very
we usually
much
say
so.
that once a show.
Yeah. Yeah, well, no, we don't say that once. I don't want that to be a thing. I don't know why we would lie about that.
We only
Yo, yo,
mentioned
yo,
Jason
yo, yo.
Isbell once a show.
That's true.
You could do like, and you're right. It's a dates thing.
Streak continues.
Oh, damn it, man, this is so bad. There is though. You're right about the dates because people will go to Howard Homecoming. They'll do that, but again,
Howard is a school.
Howard is a school. and
What's
that
the
is
line in
DC.
that guy's song? That she could have went to Howard. Should have went to Howard.
What song are you talking about?
There's a Drake song where he says Howard. And I'm like, dude, you've never been to Howard.
I'm trying to remember
Sure,
if
he's
Howard.
been to Howard, not to attend as a student,
I
but to
think
probably get in some
Howard,
students' guts.
Howard was the school that Denzel Washington's character Greg Grantham in The Pelican Brief attended. I think.
There you go.
Eugene's just tearing it up in the comments. He said Isbell's on his wall bingo card. Fun fact, Destin is short for Manifest Destiny. From Jamie Moyer. Jamie Moyer.
We haven't done that
Get over it.
since the
over
reimagination
it.
of We Are Live, but we will be sending you a shoebox of vests.
Wow.
That is good
Congratulations.
stuff. That is
Manifest
good.
Destiny. That's good.
In fact, I think I'm going to have Beebs make a T-shirt this afternoon with that on there. That is absolutely happening,
that's
and
good.
that's going to be our bestseller.
Hey, before we take off for the first break to get Gardner's menthols in, we've got Dr. Ed in Hillside Animal Hospital on the other side. Right now, I got to tell you about Gateway Powder Coating. We love them. They sponsor the show. They're here in St. Louis. They'll take care of your metals. That's right. It's springtime, baby.
GPC in the building.
Sure. You hit up Gateway Powder Coating, fast, durable, affordable. If you've got a smoker, you're going to be grilling this summer, you're going to be barbecuing, you're going to be smoking, you're going to have people over. You don't want maneuver coming over and ragging on you because of the rusty furniture that you keep in your
You
back
don't
patio.
want paint chips inside your porterhouse steak. You're grilling on the
That's a
grill
bad
for your
thing.
friends. No.
No, you never want to do that. Gateway Powder Coating, gatewaypowdercoat.com. Fast, durable, affordable. Drop them a line. Go say hi to Mark and the boys out in O'Fallon. Guys, it's been a great first hour. Gardner, you feeling good?
I am.
That's not very confident. We'll be back on the other side with Hillside Animal Hospital's Dr. Ed and the fun game where we pick Rotten Tomato scores for dogs on film.